Framo ato abusuan framo mu nyina aha UTV so eni omayimu ene amagudo so nsam ayensa kane aboaboa no eno ana adru so ayede ebramo efri abeka junction ewo enkrakopon mu this way chocolate drink osudio hia ene enso special ice anu so enso mote ene mu eyakrogen ena afi special drinks anu so ebugu agodo pebia no obi bi ede amousa enwumako ene afoforo enkaye ena akabom aso asene ayede awie from tubeka sebo no ebramo sanso ena DSTV channel 360 kasebo no yetwa eguso de bedi emu akotini bi enie. Police headquarters asoye no say wayen sese bebre ho ama no aye kama pa na aka akade enam so amamampe na danko akufado e de nema dodo no a akwache omo se wonom emfanya adwuma. Empanyufo a omampanyi abobo omu din na wode asoafo dibre ma wo mu no say NDC for the atodwa say asoafo no komodo osododo nti woni a o maba no nya de a wo meje o matum na no ena eye ensawam ado agiri mahebedwani asre NDC for say ni die mu ada munya sa no monje sa mpanyufo no entum NDC for so nya ntie say wonom abie nomination akese bokon ato honom ama opanyi bi opeso gina NDC amanyoko no anemu epre mahebedwa ene mampanyi agibre no abie no okofa bie nam so maka ne mampanyi owura John Dramani Mahama mpo yese wakwa kofa ne die ensam foforo emu no adehia wonom ewo asen bisiduase eno asen north mensirim wo finfin mantem wo masre aban se eni die mada ne ma hodo etimi boa ema abrabo ye nika ye contemporantem so wo mu ni bie no aban hwe na wondum wonom ebi awuzanfo wei ane ensembia ebi eka ho na edisie na eduhwe ene aso no so krogia ye de ebramo ewo UTV so ewo enkran abeka junction Midday ede afia ede chumwa mbosa me ena ewie promoter ka sebo no Midday ebramo afi emu ensem ankasa enie. National Police headquarters eye omen prosi asoekase no eyade a waye ensiesie bebre e ho no asese ehwa ye fe papa na chese aka akade omde be ye adwuma enam so amama ne bo abeto ya pronso kire sei na adodankwa akufo ado Ghana mampanyi sese de yade a wode enema dodo no a ebi eye pickup car no makumako wo 100 what is 600 motorbike and now 6 armored personal career vehicles so odi akwakomo say wonum emfanya adwuma say be abampo ho sensem ebetumi akoso ewo meimu
100 pickup vehicles, 600 motorbikes and 6 APC vehicles are be handing over shortly are to be used by the 4 police units FPUs in all regions of the country. Until recently, the FPU was only stationed in Accra. However, through support from government, the unit was extended to Kumasi in the Ashanti region and now being formed in all other regions. All regions across the country are soon going to benefit from the services of this specialized unit. These regional FPUs will be spread across 140 bases in various communities in all the regions. Without any doubt, their presence will enhance greatly security, law and order in the country. I want to urge the officers, men and women, who are going to serve in the FPUs across the regions to undertake their duties with utmost professionalism. Show love and civility to the communities you will be in, but at the same time, do your work without fear or favor. Always remember that you are accountable to the good people of Ghana. I appeal to all officers of the regional FPUs to ensure that these 100 pickup vehicles, 600 motorbikes, and the 6 APCs are kept in good condition at all times to enhance the delivery of policing services in all the 140 communities. I also entreat the leadership of the service to maintain the new face of the police headquarters.
Efrim Resanti and NDC for Wonom ede ato abanim say ministers a che say onom ewo aban mu no wo dos dodo ni sika be ya enka aban enti wo dodo no so nenso besi ne aban entumi nyehwe emfa ho ama say kura de empanyfo bi di dibre ato ho no mampanyi sa de dibre kro no ano ama afoforo bi a che say enampo ene binom ekọ eye vetting committee ani ma etoto nsemisa hodo ma ne wo mu say sa dibre ne de ma wo mu a esefata na no ena NDC for de ato de say twa kai wo ye pese wo ti nipa dodo no so a wasa de bi be shem ene womo ba nya de beje womo atum na no ana ensa wom ado agiri mrahye bedwani ononyafo anadom pre asre ndis mrahye bedwafo ese ani die mada titi womo mrahye bedwafie no se omo nhwe na sa aginansi omo sie se omo nje new appointees no entum no omo ntwensan.
You are aware our colleagues in the minority, their party has issued a directive that they should all go against the nominees for the various ministerial portfolios put out by His Excellency the President. And that was announced by Parliament duly, the Speaker and the appropriate referral done. Okay, so there have been back and forth arguments about the merits and demerits in this directive. I am just appealing to our colleagues. I am not basing my appeal on any constitutional provision. Of course, we all know the requirements, what it takes to become a Minister of State and a Member of Parliament. These things are spelled out clearly in the Constitution. I just want our colleagues to understand that for the sake of the unity and the desire for us to forge a working relationship. And this is their major decision. Major in terms of the fact that, okay, since they come into leadership, this is the first time, more or less, they are going to make such a significant decision. On the House floor today, I have made an appeal that they should so-called temper justice with mercy. That is not the right expression to use in this context because I don't see the relevance of this. But I'm just saying it that they should just let go, support the nominees, let's pass them. Primarily, all these nominees, the Honorable Brian, the Honorable Katie Hammond, Honorable Obi Amwa, the Honorable Stephen Amwa, they are all colleagues. They are all our colleagues. And in this House, we have this convention that if one of our own is nominated and privileged to be nominated, we rally around one another to get them endorsed, especially in the case that there is no criminal committer of any crime. It will not be injurious if they so decide to support the decision. I'm just appealing to them, for them to remember that today will be a very significant day in our body politics. That once upon a time, nomination from the presidency came, and all they said ab initio was that a no, 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 without even listening to them. For me, it's a significant statement, and will re-echo into the future. I'm only appealing, and I hope they listen.
I was on for yet work as a bono so Yanyan and CSA NDC Amanyokono one abie nominations are ebo kwan ato one ama obi bia wo peso gina NDC dimu na wode pre mrahye ene mampanyi adwa no abie no eja betima akọ na wakofa o nominations na mpo akofa o forms na wafele kama na wode kọ we no eye NDC aso ekesim headquarters one na ekoso na 2 days enom de esi one ma wo mudi sa adwumadie we na yenya ntia se kan mampanyi orwa John Dramani Mahama mpo wakwakofa ne forms ni bia eja all di kofia kwakofele na ono nso ede akọ yasoma yesem choni Randy Samuel ewo ekose eja won kwai na le bekoso bia no wontwa ewo mfonyini emfambre Randy so atimenka ma he
o bi don die ma ha
mi do wi asemejo so na boko de
nyamena dom na so
boko pa de koso ho bia no wadama twa no mfonyini e kire
matembe da se no kre National Democratic Congress NDC umebie nomination almost starting from year 22nd February, equity 24th February this year. Say, party ni baby who qualifies to contest for any position, let's say as a parliamentary candidate and as a flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, for a party office, the National Party office, the National Headquarters, I'm taking nominations. Not failing, na emelo soa also a contested. And the ampa ene omampeni that John Dramani Mahama, and so at the Kennedy na emika family say, and you are not going to buy. Nembo, Sebekaya, 2020, the Pabakon in the contest, yes, and Consul Prese, Obe Edina as a flag bearer for the National Democratic Congress, Professor Joshua Alabi, and I did about 7 regional chairmen of National Democratic Congress, NDC, and by a PK nomination on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, operating nomination and our audience to just say, share Ghana ha, to see a whole about Ghana, na a idea, if you want dance here. And see Ghana for Ankasano, a soon first NDC and Sambra back. Now, I'm begging Ghana for M3, a whole trade, and NDC and Sambra back, no, and yes, Obiateke, and a more person, Obejinama, NDC, na Embom, Obopobia, why bida. Obia would be a dance ya chese ampa, Ejuman only, na the edition is Obetin in Ghana for if we are on Yamu. And the ordinary chita and after the support na edema a year mamping that John Dramani Mahama say, oh, did you only say so be NDC nim as a Ghana for Swabamana, obiting in Ghana for if we are Hutra, year coin this year. And Chene say your call NDC headquarters were the Ecosi Honono, a year Ira Joshua Alabi, any 7 other regional chairmen of NDC, any other supporters. And forms on behalf of John Dramani Mahama.
Yenya ninsiasa 1 year eja wo mo be pre parliamentary ana nrase bedwam die no forms no 5,000 and presidential no so 30,000 and no krabi wo mu sa
presidential earlier no party na announce say we obi apeto contest for the flag bearership there obetua 30,000 cedis now so last week more on the cyber say party na yen kakra and say why try to say over contest for the flag bearership there 50,000 cedis and now this year na embom say over taking nominations maybe not the open na all the bar over year 500,000 Ghana cedis na to say
we ma omatum ana meboa
omatum 20,000 cedis first na yes 30,000 na this year 50,000
mo ene wa manebo ebusuafo yensem shoni Randy Samuel amanebo ena ode akogo no yeto akase bono so na afa yakọ ensem foforo emu Ghana ha enwuma eho nsem ayekana enwuma ayedne papa pa yie ene kura ka ho bi ememebru no dodo no a eka wo ho no wasesa won kunkunu won kaka da ya wode wani e kire oman foforom no kwakọ yese bekoyie e wo hono ma goi ama nkodan ketenkete a wo mu enduru adwumaden yoso no yedomo eye adwuma ebro ma ho de so tituru ukwame ahodo edua kokoo no a ya na areho pa na no na Ghana ban ene Germany aba no ede wonsa ahye nkrata ase a wonom ebebo masa wo ha wo nyina no wo mo ahye aso ano
Ghana and Germany commit to implement the Global Compact for Migration, whose guiding principles are the idea that safe, orderly, regular migration, when it is properly organized, can promote innovation, can promote prosperity, and thus benefits the country of origin, that benefits the country of destination and migration, as that was said before. It is a win-win-win situation. And with that in mind, the Center will also offer more advice, more qualification for migration, for training, for employment purposes also to Germany, to the EU, and within the local regions. So that is really a flagship initiative that we offer here. We start here in Ghana. We support centers around the world, and the next one that we are planning is Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Jordan, Nigeria, Iraq, Pakistan, and Indonesia. And they all will see how successful Ghana works on that. The next steps will follow in other countries.
As economies. And that's why we passed a due diligence law in Germany, taking care about decent work and fighting child labor in global supply chains. The second issue we discussed, and it's very important, and it's linked to this, is the debate about fair migration. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to find a way for legal and fair migration. And it's legal and fair, because the situation we have now is not a win-win-win, it's a lose-lose-lose situation. Not industrialized developing countries are afraid that they lose labor force they need for their future. Industrialized countries are afraid about illegal migration. And a lot of immigrants die on their way for seeking a better life. I think this is the time to change this situation. And the migration center here, which is an issue of the letter of intent, is a very important step for the future to inform the people.
That the government of Ghana is committed to the fight against children's involvement in work. That is why we are making it. We are putting in place all the efforts that we can to make sure that at least they access school, and not just access school, also stay in school. I want to believe that in history, no country has developed without the help of citizens of other countries. I want to say that in trying to stem the tide and in trying to encourage regular migrations, we have to also look at the root causes of some of these things. Many of these people are distressed and they think that they do not have any hope locally because they are not finding jobs to do and what have you. And even if they get jobs, the incomes they make are so low. So our major preoccupation as a country has been that we build a solid economy that will encourage people to have hope and be able to invest in such economies. And in doing so, they create jobs that people will take advantage of.
For years, work as a bono as so Chief Justice are warning his lordship. Kwasi enin yabo akasa ede ato atemu enyumefo nyanim se ni de mada cases ahodo egu court anampo ewo aseni bia no wo momodian so betumi ama wo nan abo onto ewo ho no asiginaye na ne betumi aboa ama atemu anampo atentene papa etumi akoso.
Chief Justice our Ghana, his lordship Kwasi enin yeboa ede ato adwumayefo a ewo atemu adwumanu anim se eyene nkrofo asem ebeduru atemuafo nsem a wonhwe no wonka ne ntem se ne ebeye ebeboa ama wonmo anya atemu ntemisan se atemu nsem no se echa na chese wu sinipa ne kwan se obenya atentenene wo sinipa bebre wo hono mo a asem no kra ye die wi a eduru se ye de eho atemu eba no etimi cha manipa ne fa ateti mu a bewi ase no na akoye ohaw wose eno so nkyere se asem beto ho a won fa mrika emfa eni asem no wa abra wo bo no basahare so na won hwe enhwehwemu ema enkoyi ode nsem we nyina to dwabra na oye dwumedie sonko ede abie atasomanso asemdibia ano na emu no kan ye se aban ne ye nhyehyeye a asemdibia ahodo bebro wo ha ena afa bia ya agagefo betena ena wo bo ne ho moden se obesisi ewo mansin ni mantam bia mu na aboa atemu adwuma no.
The people of this beautiful country deserve better. Likewise, the judges and lawyers and other stakeholders who serve their judicial needs. We all as citizens have a collective responsibility to ensure that democracy thrives in this country. And it bears emphasizing that this cannot happen without a well-resourced judiciary. On behalf of the judiciary and the Judicial Service of Ghana, I wish also to remind our staff that justice delayed is justice denied. Our court users too must bear in mind that the wheels of justice glide slowly, and justice administered hastily cannot be justice at all. So be patient when you bring a matter before the court and allow the due process to take its course.
Dwumadie na Municipal Chief Executive of Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, Honorable Samuel Pine, no wase okasai.
Undoubtedly, decentralizing access to justice is an essential human right and a primary means of upholding all other constitutionally guaranteed rights and freedoms, the resolution of disputes, and ensuring accountability of people's actions and inactions. It is for this reason that we applaud the government's responsiveness to the judicial vision of ensuring equal access to quality justice.
Wahini owa Tasmanso na owusu berima otoso miensa ekire n'ani so e de kire mpanimfo.
Tasmanso is happy to be among the lucky ones who can now boast of such a beautiful edifice. I am very happy for the fast development of the criminal justice system at Tasmanso and its surrounding towns. When we talk of delivery of justice to people who are accused of committing crimes, Tasmanso has an existing police station which takes charge of enforcing laws and maintaining public order. And the addition of this circuit court will take care of original jurisdiction in all criminal matters in the community, except treasonable offences punishable by death.
General Secretary Emma Ghana Federation of Labour Owura Abraham Kumsin wakasa di atu abanim se ni de mada etu tax a Ghana nyumaku ahodo etua no ano odin enita banhwe na wanti tax ni bi emfiri so Emma won.
Last year, when the finance minister presented the 2023 budget statement and economic policy to Parliament, he proposed a number of taxes which we know are desperate measures to generate enough revenue to match the huge deficit that, among other things, have plunged the country into what we see as financial crunch. Key to this subject is the Excise Duty Amendment Bill 2022, currently before Parliament, which seeks to slap 20% excise duty on locally produced mineral water and beverages, and in addition, further 5% special levy on profit before tax on all companies to be known as growth and sustainability levy. This is indeed outrageous. Infringement egu. Studies say egu no yende. Na ke nim say aban de na besuo na wahwe ma niema ekoso no ebejai. Because infringement gu a there will be unemployment. Ghana Statistical Service fucking. As at June 2022, we lost Nimpodom 850,000 unemployment. And then we compare South Africa to the previous assessment year. It has increased by a very huge margin. Because of the bad economic policies, especially the taxes, toa abanaji fee, injuma uanumo like na meka you know. Injuma uanumo there, they have their money to invest. And so one say Ghana hano environment no, na nyama isi wano say abandon more there. They can go to anywhere, either Cote d'Ivoire, even Togo. Sometimes we go and buy things from Togo to bring it here. Yankase bia aban on fa tax ma. Debi tax ni ye bu o man. But tax is na too much. Unya. Enjuma no ni na begu. Ilabi e dey force one fan. So if they have taken their time man, must say go fu nya ntiasia. Bia they will even opt for even 2%. Time bia no where wrong projections. No, what how no abato the ordinary person is. And see, I think that may I can say, Abanye Nishi, no one say, yet tax, no good thing. Nah, ever.
Awusanfo ye to akase bono eso ononyafo osebonsu amoa enna dachi bia no se nema tumi ekoye emano a obakọ osoafo obehwe potamu amemo eni krase mpunsuo asoye no eso na converting ye tutu semisa hodo amane no na enimu no de tu dwa se nyame yadom na yegine etumu a wose wone GRA ebeye adwuma abom sebe na entokuato eye property rate no wombetumi agege.
The Minister of Finance said that regarding property rates, the decision has been taken. It's now government policy that GRA should assist the assemblies to be able to collect property rates and a certain sharing ratio agreed upon. And indeed, this House passed the budget. It's one of the revenue streams. Some have even confided in us that, indeed, when it comes to enforcement, they are handicapped. We need a situation where people will be named and shamed, people will be prosecuted, and the law gives us the opportunity. Your property may even be sold for to recoup what you have not paid. The law has made room for that. And if we don't show our teeth, let people know that if you owe the assembly, this is the extent to which the assembly can go to recover. We will not get anywhere. But the system has to be modernized. I mean, if you owe land in Accra here, you own land in Accra here, you can have on your phone a message from Lands Commission that your ground rent is due. Pay through this bank, and then they will show you receipt and give you notice that you've paid. How come when it comes to property, we wait, at the last vetting, I made an example of having to send my assistant to the assembly to go and inquire how much I owe and to pay. They couldn't even tell me whether what I've paid was for 2 years or 3 years. They cut across. And I don't blame them. If I sit here and they may think that I'm castigating or blaming them. But the reality is that we have not employed modern methods to be able to collect our property rates, and we have not enforced what is due us. We have not extracted our so-called pound of flesh, and it's hurting us. And if you do the math, if indeed we're able to carry out this, it will go a long way. Of course, one major handicap was valuation of property. As the law stands, is a Land Valuation Division of Lands Commission that has the responsibility to value these properties. When the minister has written to the Minister of Lands, that has been done. Land valuation is poised to carry out. Indeed, they are saying that by the 1st of March, more than 261 assemblies should have their properties valued. As we speak, we only have 76. There's 185 that we still haven't valued, and for that reason, the bills are provisional. And even though the Rate Assessment Committee can be petitioned to look into some of these bills, we think that the way forward is to modernize this whole thing.
Ghana hasia emra edahu. Nanso Ghana for the no anasa emra ya wo mu enim. Wesu nti no Rental Housing Association of Ghana ekono emu panyipa a wone Maame Regina Ekua Christian Kumsen ade atodwase kuo no ayekra do se edan ehan eho emra no wo mo ede ho adesua ebema Ghana for.
President of the Rental Housing Association of Ghana, Madam Regina Ekua Christian Kumsin, Eden Sem Wenina no Etron Centrofo and Mebromo friends and Trofo and Shemudi, and Wababe Church the Musa Sician, Wombotaye and say rental assistance scheme now one adan with Dino, Wombe Church the Ghana, this year the Afa who ye pa no Matiasie, no one who ne say. Sisi ano kwa rented dine ewe few ransemwa. Any kwanse wutu ya sikano mane bura busumi nsia 6 months. Na few rabian so woni mu a obegin so aburo san so de ne wati amra yiye papa. Watch them say few rafo bi a wo mo eya so brache no wo kwa kwose wo mo ebegie bi tenant bi be se mfinhia mienu sika ansa na ebia wa manatena ne fie no. Ni nyina no enya ade a wo mo eba ba we so kora. Sane wo de samra we nyina ne ba be ye adwuma na ne wo mo de aboa Ghana de hye so wo pe ba bi de wo mo tira to no mapem wo mabrabo na konkan e wo ba bi wo mehu wo ho e wo man Ghana ntwe so no.
According to the current Rent Act, Landlords cannot demand for rent advance of more than 6 months, but we here are all aware of what happens on the ground. Yet, the scheme provides funds for landlords to be paid rent advance for even up to 2 years, and this payment is made as a lump sum. This, we say, is total confusion and creates room for landlords to break the law. RAG is, however, also committed to educating all prospective tenants as well to desist from offering landlords more than the required 6 months rent advance.
Enweche Madam Regina Ekuya Christian Kumsin, Esanso Edna no disem tudwa, Efa Sagleme housing project no eho, emeno so nso ye jenin sem no say.
We must state that we bemoan the current status of the Saglemi affordable housing projects, and we call for a speedy resolution to enable its intended purpose of creating affordable housing and further reducing the housing deficit as it was originally intended. One of our core pillars is collaboration, and hence we cannot work in isolation. We have identified key industry stakeholders, and we would be signing memorandum of understandings with, namely, the National Tenants Union of Ghana, Ghana Association of Real Estate Brokers, GAREB, Ghana Real Estate Professionals Association, GREPA, and the Ghana Real Estate Developers Association, GREDA.
Church for Penny at the National Tenants Union of Ghana, Ura Frederick Opoku, one so at the same say ena account.
Landlord be an so all the time behind rent control, non by assessment. And some point of what charge you. And when I said landlord to be any to me say, or no able to charge it or pay. Assessment must be done. Who we was not the certificate. Now rent control don't we? Me describe almost a toothless bulldog, or rent control almost near to 2. Almost to me, but the laws are not applied. Into a maximum form hand and you are to iron rose money. What's it? Me to say you do maintenance every day, every year. It is neither here nor there. It's like they take advantage of the loopholes. I want law anymore, and I'm advancing to me and force the law. No, into after all, me yakwam na masimi dan. Bank away na buy betchiwa. Do they even pay rent tax? And if you say bibia be ye dia, I say aban den. Etimi eforso na oboa rent control na rent control nya ehwa kade na say rent control nya ehwa kade na I know say bibia be dey e be yi.
For year to akase bono eso mortuaries and funeral agencies ahodo ewo omemu no say wonum asori ye pa ne nyina ne say womahu say mortuary won ye mortuary ewo omemu and afin so funeral home ene undertakers dodo no ano ya wo mu tumi krate kita wo mo kwan so mo ye adwuma license no wo mu renew no enu nti ekobasa ya na ama o madwuma no atosini kakra ne no ana say de mpanyifo de atodwa se wo behwe ama wo bia wo ye mortuary e wo Ghana ha sei na wo license no wo renew no ene wo betutu enu nyina mu na nye no nkwa wo chese funeral homes nyina so ade a wonom eka ho bi.
Mortuaries and Funeral Facilities Agency no ye dwumaku a wo my Ghana hanom a wo mo hwe wo mo a wo edi wo dwumadie eba no mortuary ehon sensem a anase mortuary operators and afin so wo mo gi ayi esi wo na so wo mo fiefie mu wo mo fidue mu anase wo mo biebie miaye bisa na wo ye ayi wo honom ne wo de dafunu nyina se ebradu se obi bia bebo no ho so na ne wahwe se adwuma wo ye no obe register na akọ nkrata mu no nso anya nkrata asem de ayadwuma na wo ye no wo so wo my Ghana hanom a se wo keka mortuary dodo e na afin funeral homes dodo wo my Ghana hanom na esum 360 nanso emu aduanan 40 pe na je so wo mo register wo mo kuta nkrata asem wo mo de ye adwuma eno nso de anya de a wo mo ebe so santi se wa amba ma me registration wo mo adwosu a wo mortuary dan ne ba bia wo ye ye ni nyina no wo be ba betum na wo nso wano aduane abo nti se wo mpe ne sa de a na wahwe no wa ye registration ni nyina na wo nso wo ho esan na pani kwanhwefo a woda mufa ano Ura Mati ya kyereme e de nsem we nyina no atudwa ebra wo de na mienu si honom eye nkyekere dwumadie e de ma mortuary workers sane ebe yo mbehunu kwan yo befa so a wo mo so adwumadie nsem ni nyina no ebe koso
oman bia pese okonkan a ese obo no ho ban woni an bebree mu yempel nipa bewu nipa so wu a ese ye ne ho adwuma se ne be ya ni wuo na wo na enya nsesanso bo ne bia ma yenti no se ye hu se saa adwuma ye di ehia pa se ye be license facility no ana ni mortuaries ana nipa na omo ye adwuma ho no obehu ne ese omo ye na se omo hu ne omo se ne ya enyina ya da na ya da nim se obi wu a enkofa nsesanso bo ne bia ma na obi a wan register no emra no be di no emra no kire se wan register wetuma ko prison ana ye betuma to facility kura mu ana yebemo yabo ka bia ma watua say according to near parliament approval my no say one register na one yen bia pese o ya mo kakra nya ni 5,000 Ghana cedis ba ye bo no so wi betim dem raso diu and no so nche say ya bo sa kana ntin enye so register so license now or register now license
mortuary workers who here about infection prevention and control. It's say omu jina hospital any community in term say obiwu near the neko yemfa ne say mortuary na say mortuary worker no CSC no na say sebi yare bi woni pa no ho a onim na owie na wanfa appropriate infection prevention and control measures a ono a oye adwuma no obetumi anya saa yare ni bi enye enope odi saa yare ni beko fie akosan na yare ni nemba nemma susu beko school omo de best sign omo maka nti ebehwe nipa ba ko owuye no na eche obehwe ne nipa be 10 enya yare na odi wuye ni bi enu nti na WHO ene United Kingdom aban adwen ho se enhu hia se ebeso mortuary workers mu ama omanya nyansa or training infection prevention and control.
Oswafo abedi echire a ohwe akwansra na afenso nema hodo manfo do monsa ene omadwen ene esoso ene amamre so ane din ede ononyamfo makokra kumanti akasa memu no de atodwa se ehu behia pass Ghana ha sei yegina afahye eye festivals eso na yedi peja akwansra anampo ye tourism ewo meyimu.
Osuafo ibe kasa wo afasha wato din bomuche koko festival wo amanase a ewo ayensu ya no mansin num wo apue mantam ochire mu se wohwe afasha ne ade a wo hihye wo omanga na mu a eye afasha a wo betumi de aka nsrahwe bia a ebeje dinyama amanonefo nso te se afasha ne beba so ya wonyina beforo hyen aba omanga na mu abedi hu adanse ma edisika abre kuro anase omanga erehye safa no ononyamfo okrekumante oyo suafi abedi achi chire musi na asua ya owu no rehwe na won amangani aba afahye ho pa se na be ya na ema bia ese wode hyehyem na ejentini na ejina yie ema nipa ni so no wogusu ya woreye ahoboa anase woreye nhyehyei aye ne sa pepepe.
Gradually the global village agenda no is affecting almost everybody's culture, but that is why nananom asede se na won akitamu dada wona bepem ne se wo bo ho ban ese bo nananom abaso na yeso support nananom ene yetimamumfo no na yetumi bo yen culture ho ban enya saade a wa mo ho ban a bayira ministry na djuma ne say festival bia organ bia no asset of the country I between the atom domestic tourism and then international tourism. It's for us at the ministry no every festival, not just this one festival bia organ bia no and due to say best support it na say let me attract people to travel internally and not internationally. It's important to sell young culture one near young culture no to promote tourism for Ghana. We have a little challenge because just Ghana say because of internet obi our culture obi dim because obi funny phone and open no show so obi funny phone is exposed to the whole world. It so one the effort to protect our culture obi culture be around them.
Enu achi na abang eraba panyin a oda ayensu anu mensin na nso ba de na anu nyam beta asa adwumadi achi ma UTV nsentwerofo twuben no na na twetwe nkomo.
Musa ayensu anu kwia na ye ndodo. Na se kwia no dom no ban wie na se omu ntimi nya car because the kwan nya car bia so ma we ba kwa price for the amount we do market no now ra. Ti mama nyame adom se na me kan ayensu anu yensa ekuta ye machine mu a minimo kasai ekwan bia na efe no apewa wase akwan no de me kwa me kai me ntimi nko nyame adom etimi akograde ho nyina ye graveling na ma omo enne omoni age baby ti say owusu wa wase ohon so ye wie asan de ani akere amanase budu ayekokọ so ha eno so ye guso ye fi ho wie pe ye de ani be kere amanase ha ho na benya de akọ aboabo kwan be ye bridge no ye kwakoye house road no de amomo na fi ye fi ha ye de ani akọkye governor krom eno ye suboy zone nti ye wie a na fi ye de ani kota de me say ya hye bonkwa kwan de ye wie dida sesi aso me kan machine so wa etwa into krom bi po ase kwan na kosi ye ni adasu ye hye ne so
epe esi ewiemu ayewese emfuturo ene anwea na sese de eja ebunkam ede afayenso ye nyina so nim se epesi a wanya hwie kakra bi ya na ede atorenchen bi se eja hyehye eba na yenkra ha se nko a na mantam ahodo no mu nso epe no esisa yenko awma no so na ni yensemtwani William Asa edwetwen komo emfa ho ne no ye kwakohye se epe no etisai ewo bono mantam emo Willie so atime nka ma hen
efia me so
boko de
ewade nyankopon adom ye ho ye
da se ebono tisai ye pesi wo hana
yo se oba bono mantam hana ebono epene de esi papa ewo ye bono mantam o hwe efiti November ending edi mu December ebe ma ba January ebe pem sa mi na metinga ka se nsuo ba ko pe na ato ha na nsuo no kwa na eto no edi epedendin pa na eba ha si na unam hana na wohwe wi mu a wi mu de bia ye mfuturu da wo epen basa na mfuturu pa na etaibo na awia no so ebo ha pa de bia no beta se weda ni mu aye very dry a wohwe unam na wi ni pa na ho ne o ma no ho antu se ebidie apapa ne adia na wohwe bunu man ke ma so se ye deplorable kakra ni no ekwan ye wo ha no dodo na e deplorable etino emfuturu na ha amanfo se honam ha no a wohwe amanfo adan so ani won chance dan na wotumi se fita bia ni na ye kokọ saa eye emfuturu nko a eti oba happy no a be dia ye affected pa no wohwe eye kutukrum ekwan no na wohwe be bi se brekum se kwan no ene miamia na ho kwan ni emfuturu na me research aka me ye wo that area say respiratory diseases no akoso oba ifan futu pa ebo amanfo nanom me nature government hospital Dr. Aidin Komono cha almost about 50% of residents already there omujina no respiratory disease no kakra obi anya bia ye ewabone wensin ne ade no ewa hapa na oba dwom so a na no amekọ ho no me bisa wo mo ton hinkun no na wo mo a isi ano de obeka say lucrative business pa eye nkutu because of a penny ade na ma nkutu no omo topa nse no na efia a penny ba na odisra na obeka say wona maye no me kaka eti se oba bunu mantem hana eventually no ka say a penny de esipa nsuo na no nsuo na etoye no we kwa for friend cuisine se penny ba na nsuo ni ta na efomu wa wi akaka bi boy ya na idahye na ba eti ama bushfires ne so no meka say adosun ewo be bi say okọ say kwa okọ time okọ prekum o de fa doma area mu o de fa pampa no am bushfires ne so adosun ewo pa enam sa eke ba ku ya eti meka say na wo hwemu so a na nka pebati na nka newsman na de no senka amanfo hye enso ofa kuru na de a newsman no wo so bi shebi so that eti no meka say ebi as flu and as say kata kwaka say etia ti say ni obia bi nya bi ewo ene Wednesday yoko Wednesday market ani pa do na ewo hwa nse obia enhye sa newsman na de ni say flu no kwaka say etia ti sa a ebe tia ti yi ba nti meka say ensu so pa abade eye bushfires no adoson esan tepeniti no ena nipa redi ankasa kwa so no ayebi na edu anyi so a nipa na ye kwa so edi kaka because edemu na ayehye a edna kwa ni ana ehu odiwa wo se yen bono hano ye ben eye northern region kaka enti no aye transition so za no sa esrofo ne pe no eboba ha enti ama ahase ni de afia mega se epe no ano odin da wo ahase pa
Usanfo yensemtwani William Ata amane bo enode akogo no okasa e di free bono mantam no emu ye gina weso ne ahome kase bono so na afia gudie mu nsem a bongo difara ne nsaka no aboabo no no ode abeto akase bono so yetwe ho basese a